I informed back my people in Ankara, saying that situation is different. If you go to the Somaliland, talk to people, see the situation and their organization as a state, although not recognized politically by the UN or other international community. But this Somaliland, they have their own government, they have their own system. So it took us some time to brief and make them understand the situation. And in 2013, Turkey took over the facilitating, not the mediating at the beginning. The role was only facilitating, giving the airline tickets, organizing the sites, and reserving the hotels, and letting them in like a room. Get in here and discuss whatever you want. And the Turkish officials, they stood outside, didn't involve anyway. But after four rounds, the sides, they agreed some minor issues. Of course, this is the way of negotiation. You can start with the pieces. Then building up, you go to all, home. But unfortunately, especially on technical side, the South, for different reasons, they didn't apply the agreements. So recently, since last November, we started to work together on this issue. So remodeling the talks. And Turkey upgraded the role as a moderator, not the facilitator only. The Turkish government assigned an ambassador, a special envoy, for this purpose only. He took over that job, he visited, he listened to the sides, they created a roadmap. But unfortunately, just because, inshallah, in August and October, election in the South, then inshallah next year, here, we will continue the talks in Turkey. The issue of the honest broker, being honest brokerage. Guys, as I told you before, I'm here to listen your voice, your views, and report back all your views to Ankara. So Ankara's position is not same, not even in 2013, not even in 2014, even 2015. In Ankara, we started from some good gestures and easy ones for the Somaliland side. Politically, being a mediator, of course, it's a commitment, a job, but you have to support that mediation role with the other solid things, humanitarian aid, investments. I can tell you, one by one, we suggested our authorities, the big projects, like Turkish government started in the South. My word to my authorities is, do not please put us on the waiting list, but include on the projects. Now, thanks to my authorities in Ankara, they prepared a roadmap. Guys, let me put it this way. I'm not going out and publicly speaking all the time, but I've been always with the close contact with your authorities, one by one. I informed your authorities, believe it or not, you can ask to your authorities, about that roadmap. Basically, what's included on that roadmap? Let me tell you. The one thing, a liaison office in Turkey, Somaliland liaison office in Turkey. Inshallah, I'm telling you, inshallah soon, we got the permission from Prime Minister's office. But permission is something, setting down an office is something. We are not finished yet settling down for last 2 years. It takes such a long time. This is the first thing, included in the roadmap. What's the second thing? Accepting the Somaliland passports. Do you know that our consulate started to accept Somaliland passports? You know that, Mr. Mahmoud? You don't, right? Huh?
Yeah. I didn't. You didn't inform us also.
Just continue the points, yeah. And
Thank you for the.
proudly, the first Mr. Nureddin, he printed out the first Somaliland passport. They issued the visa for His Excellency, President Scenario, and First Lady, proudly. Now I'm telling you, the third one is an Public Works Minister. What was his name? Ali Mahmoud?
Yeah.
Ali.
Is it for only some senior government official or the general public as well?
For everybody.
For everybody.
Everybody. Step by step. Inshallah. We inform the ministry. Again, because here, accept it or not, the issues taken different ways. And your people very much accustomed to digging the issues and getting the unnecessary things formed. If we say, look, this is the principle of Turkish diplomacy, all the diplomats. If we say yes to one thing, it means its real meaning is yes. If we say no, real meaning is no. If I'm telling you yes, it's yes.
No
But
room for
it takes some time, not all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Inshallah. And the third issue, THY issue. And the food aid issue. Inshallah, soon we are working on that since the Ramadan. At least 5,000 tons. Flour and sugar. Inshallah will be in the Berbera port soon. Which is equal to the almost. We don't want to talk about the prices, but almost $8 or $9 million. That's not important. I wish we could help the Somaliland people $1 billion. Turkish government is helping the other nations, more than 82 countries in the world now, through the TICA. TICA started a project, vocational training center here at the orphanage center. Unfortunately, it wasn't as successful. Now we try to solve that issue and immediately start another project. That airport, one of our companies, they tendered, just submitted their tender about the airport terminal building. Airport terminal building. And now a group of officials from the ministry, they are ready. We issued out their visas yesterday. Actually, they were planned to go today, but because of this unwanted event, they had to delay a little bit, maybe a week or so. They will be in Turkey to discuss the road, building the tarmac road. Where? From Djibouti to Zeyla. Where? Buro, Garadak. Garadak. Buro, between Buro and Garadak. Garadak. They are between Buro and Erigao. 130 kilometers. Every day, more and more, we are getting involved in the north of this. And I can tell you, the Turkish Diyanet Vakıf already opened and put into service Cleric Institute here, together with the Hikma Foundation, fully funded by the Turkish Diyanet Vakıf. And in Boroma, the religious high school, almost 500 students, many of them are boarding, and other projects. Inshallah, this is not our issue. That's why I'm just now finishing here, but one day, this is my promise to you. You can ask whatever you want. You can dig whatever you want. Okay? But now the azan, we heard the azan. Okay, please. Oh, pardon. The selection of the staff. Mainly, until now, mostly we went through the temporary individual employments, 1 or 2 people. They, for example, Mr. Ahmed, we told him that whom we know, we need 2 girls for cleaning. He just brought us 2 girls for cleaning. But we started with the Salam security. You notice that? It's our system and instruction from the ministry. We will never anymore employ temporary basis and individual basis any staff here, but through the companies. We are going out for tender for cleaning services. Now we discuss with 2 companies. Now we are discussing that with 1 company. And what else? The cleaning, laundry, and even the kitchen, and the translators and gardener. I know there's a balance between the class here. We are following 2 things. 2 things. Gender equality and clan balance. Clan balance. But on a temporary base, I cannot guarantee that it's on a balanced way. But inshallah, through the service and getting the service through the companies, we just warn them, make it balanced. The other thing, the teachers' issue. Yes, how they related to the crew. Not only the teachers in Turkey. If you go, the governors, the university rectors, and even the students, military students, and everybody, the police officers, everybody, how they related. Because this Fethullah Gülen organization, they have preparatory courses in Turkey. Our guys, they know that. The fen bilimleri, whatever. They are accepting the students, especially the poor students, from their villages, towns, then taking them to the big cities and teaching them, helping them, but directing them to the wrong ways, not the good way only. I wish, inshallah, if they help the poor people for that purpose, for the Allah, for the sake of Allah, amen. But they are not. So, of course, Turkey is Mr. Mahmoud, almost 80 million. We have 80 million people. We have a lot of teachers, even waiting to be assigned. Don't worry. The others will replace them immediately. And FETÖ, how many organizations, the schools? I don't want to comment on this. Your government, they should know exact number, but they should know also not only the schools, but also they are dealing with we know that they got the registration and permit for educational training purpose only, but it's very clear that they are dealing with the other areas, businesses, other than the other NGO activities. So please ask to your authorities that you can get the exact answer from them. Thank you very much.